video is all about the Sega Genesis and the Sega CD. The primary focus will be replacing the internal battery that keeps the memory intact in the Sega CD, but will also cover general cleaning and maintenance. This whole video concept was conceived about a year ago when I discovered that all my saved games on the Sega CD were disappearing after each session. I did some Googling and found out that the most likely cause of this was a dead internal battery. First step was to leave the Genesis on for a full 24 hours in hopes that the unit would recharge its own battery. I tried that and I believe my own battery was too far gone. Most sites mention replacing the battery with an original, rechargeable, and very expensive battery. Yeah, I don't think so. I went and bought a few supplies and we're going to replace this dead cell battery with some common household AA's. And before anyone begins to criticize my choice of replacement over the original component, here are a few facts. The original battery required nearly a weekly use in order to keep the battery up. Costs up to $20 on online shops, and good luck finding this locally, and is a general pain to install. My proposed replacement is cheap, easy to install, and as of the posting of this video, it lasts easily 1 year or longer. I'm not entirely sure as I'm still running the original batteries I installed in this unit from a year ago, so it may actually be longer. So let's start. I'm not going over the equipment list as by now you should know what type of equipment to keep in stock to complete any project posted on my channel. But remember, the best tool you can have is a clean workspace. Also keep in mind that my Sega CD is a Model 2 unit, so if you have a Model 1 unit, you're on your own as it may be a completely different hardware layout. First step is to open the Sega CD unit, remove the shielding, disconnect the wires, pull out the screws mounting the board, and remove the main processing board. We need to get underneath where the battery posts are. There should be 3 of them. Second step is to take some solder braid and a soldering iron and remove the solder from the 3 posts holding the battery in. Then remove the old battery. Step 3. Remount the board into the Sega CD and mount it back down with the screws that were holding it in before. Step 4. Measure and cut approximately 6 inches of red and black wire. Strip about 1/4 inch of insulation off of both ends of the wire. Using solder flux on the ends of the wire, use a soldering iron and solder and tin both ends of the wire. Step 5. I've bought a 2-battery project box from my local electronics front where I live. You can buy one online or from your local electronics shop if you have one. Solder the black wire to the negative lead on the box and solder the red wire to the positive lead. And then step 6, pop some fresh batteries in the project box and use a voltmeter to verify the polarity is correct. You can tell if you wired it correctly if it shows 3 volts without the negative symbol. This means the polarity is correct. Step 7. Cut a section of 1/4 inch heat shrink tubing, I used red and black, and slide it over the solder points on the box and use your soldering iron to shrink the tubing. Step 8. Cut some more tubing and slide it down the wire in preparation for the next solder job. Step 9. Solder one end of the red wire to the positive lead on the board, and solder one end of the black wire to the negative pole on the board where the battery used to be. Be sure to get the polarity correct as this could lead ruining the unit, or worse, voiding the warranty. My board happened to have the markings for positive and negative leads. If yours is not, you can use your old battery as reference. Also, don't be the dumbass I was and take out the batteries before you begin to solder the box to the board. Step 10. Put a nice twist on the wire to keep the wires more organized. Use some super glue or hot glue to secure the box to a spot in the Sega CD that won't interfere with the lid being put back on. I found that the lower middle portion of my Sega CD would handle the battery box just fine. Step 11. Using some electrical tape, secure the solder leads on the main board to the board itself. Step 12. Put in the batteries. Step 13. Put the unit back together, or while you have it apart, you can go ahead and clean the rest of the unit. Using a polyurethane swab, you can clean the CD lens or canned air if you're careful. Using the t-shirt alcohol method mentioned in one of my earlier videos, you can clean the expansion connector that latches onto your Genesis. While you're at it, why not go ahead and take apart the Genesis itself using the same method? Your games, why not take them apart and clean them as well using the same method mentioned in my NES cleaning video? All that said and done, this video was shot approximately a year ago. As you can see, the original batteries are still holding up.